if a client goes to your website, Roux Advertising, ROUX advertising.com, and they need marketing, but they don't know where to go. So let's do a mini business course on the 3 reasons every law firm needs marketing and an agency to help them. What's number 1?
The landscape in the marketing world has gotten significantly more complicated in the last 2 decades.
Yeah. And noisy.
And
complicated and noisy.
That was definitely it. It was definitely more noisy. That is really one of the underlying aspects of it.
Yeah. What's number 2?
Number 2 is going back to the noisy factor, that, being the noisiest, so to speak, share of voice is not really the answer, but instead there's a business model, an economic business model that is the answer that can drive everything. So think acquisition, think for acquisition, and how many people you have to get into that funnel, and the points of conversion, answering the phone, that first touch point, getting them into your system, making sure they're turning, all that type work, that flow is vital, is critical. And so that's the big mentality of it.
What's number 3?
Number 3 is there is a lot of low hanging fruit from a marketing standpoint that allows people, law firms, to get some basic but significant marketing tactics done right, done quickly, and done affordably, even to the point where they can do it themselves, whether it's, Google My Business, getting references, referrals, and testimonials, and getting those out there, and just making sure, I call it housekeeping, just making sure some basic things are taken care of.
Yeah. It's smart. I mean, and sometimes those basic things get forgotten about when you're in your day-to-day business. Sometimes you don't necessarily know what the basics are. You think you know what the basics are until somebody who has expertise can back you up to the bedrock basics. So I appreciate that. No, that was great.